We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
That's what I do.
The first carry now for Rob Kelly. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. 319! 319!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They run it with Ballage. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard, Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Hot. Hot.
Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Magoo. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That's fine. Yeah. You got three. 319.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. 3-19.
On the toss, here's Balaj. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Magoo. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Barney. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A pitch out to Drake. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Magoo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Go, hey, let's go, come on.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man right side is St. Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll start the drive with Dre. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Drake again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw is Magoo. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. On first down, Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers, and his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Rodgers operating from the gun, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Andre Branch coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Magoo back to throw. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
No. Check. Patriots. All right, now, lucky 56. Hot.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. David Irving in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And he'll go down at the 28. 17 yards to pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
26. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Drake. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down. Now Magoo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Over. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third down, Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returnable here for Davis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Inside. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the... Loco, over here. Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Snap comes at 1. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Rodgers now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Yeah, Liz. Yeah, Liz. Check that. We're like 52. Zoom.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And I think the ball's out, and the Dolphins have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Throwing here, Magoo. Brought in over the middle by Grant. Back now at Lambeau. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. 3-19. All right, now lucky 56.
To throw is Magoo. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Madden19. Wide right. Check 52. Run right.
Rodgers to throw once more. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
319.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's second down. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses, is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game and they're losing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Throw left side, complete. That's Grant. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Touchdown, Packers! Equanimous St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Crosby on now to kick it away. The return man is Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Magoo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Magoo back to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the left side, this is Stills. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Back 90.
handoff for Drake. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gun, 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 gun.
Now Magoo being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot.
They're going to look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. That one a back. Baker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Miami.